Let's talk more football, something not related to trade requests, at least not yet. Eli Manning has been benched for Daniel Jones, who Daniel Jones got a lot of talk in the preseason when Baker Mayfield raked him over the coals. But Eli Manning giving way to Daniel Jones now. But I think now we start to think, okay, we're coming to the end of Eli Manning's career, Cedric. And at this point, he's got a couple Super Bowls under his belt, a couple Super Bowl rings. Where is his stock in terms of Hall of Fame, in terms of things that are going to start to happen? The future is not as far away as it once looked. We're going to be talking about these things because Eli Manning's career, we're on the last legs of it, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to make it into the Hall of Fame. Above average quarterback. He did okay. 116 and 116 as a starter. No one's gonna be gushing about that record, but he did beat the New England Patriots twice in the Super Bowl. So that's going to be his calling card to that yellow jacket, that gold jacket. And he also is Peyton Manning's little brother. That doesn't hurt. That doesn't hurt. So Eli gets into the Hall of Fame. There are guys in there that have worse numbers than him. I think he had like 340 touchdowns and like 250 interceptions. That's in the neighborhood. I don't have those in front of me, but I know there's a guy. Did you know that there's a guy in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Jen, with 172 touchdowns and 220 interceptions? Did you know that?
I think is it George Blanda?
No, it's Joe Namath.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Joe Namath, who largely got into in the Pro Football Hall of Fame because of the guarantee win. He guaranteed over the Baltimore Colts in '68.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that Eli has going for him. 2 Super Bowl rings. He was the face of the franchise for 15 seasons, and he's Peyton Manning's little brother. The Daniel Jones era has started. I know that there's some New York fans that are excited to see if this kid has what it takes. They already have a tremendous young running back in Saquon Barkley. Eli Manning has been a pro's pro.
Yeah.
He's not going to bicker. He's not complaining. He was talking about running scout team the other day. That's the kind of guy you need in the locker room. He will be a mentor to Daniel Jones. Eli has his money. You don't need to be asking for no trade. Where are you going to go? You're 38 years old. So do the Saints want him? I don't think so. They've already thrown their support behind Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill. So if I'm Eli, I ride this out for the next 12 games. And here's the thing, Jen, before I let you finish this. Don't be assuming that Daniel Jones is going to play the rest of the season. That offensive line is horrific. Yeah. He's going to get hurt. Yeah. So we'll see Eli back in the lineup in give me 2 or 3 games. We'll be revisiting that really soon.
Well, it's interesting, and you very well could be right. We've seen some bad offensive line play, unfortunately, for some good quarterbacks around the league. But the thing about Eli Manning, the numbers, people will look at those, Hall of Fame, not Hall of Fame. But as much as anything, yes, the 2 Super Bowls are impressive. But when you think about being the quarterback of a football team in New York City, and all of the pressure of the fan base, the attention, the media, the way Eli Manning has been able to handle that, when you think about, scandal, not even of the legal or illegal kind, but just saying something or doing something that, gets him into some hot water. Where has that been? It's been nowhere, Cedric. So to me, this is a guy that, he's handled his business, and win-loss record or completion percentages. I mean, it's going to be good, but to me, to handle it like he's handled it in that market, doesn't that carry some weight too? I have to think that carries some weight ultimately when you think about Hall of Fame and those sorts of things.
Handled his business, class act, represented the organization with class, dignity, professionalism, a likable cat who wasn't on page 6 every other week. He's the guy that you should model future NFL quarterbacks after. If you want an example of how to be a pro and a man and an example to younger players, look no further than Elisha Manning. He is a stud horse on and off the field, great career.
Yeah, yeah. And in this era when we see pros not necessarily acting like pros, it seems all the more fitting to talk about that as well. Well, I'd like to say I'll make a promise we won't talk all football next week, but I will make no such promises.
Come on.
It may be all football again, Cedric. Let's I don't want to make any promises I cannot keep.
It's football season. It's football season.
It is, and it's great, and we'll keep talking about that and so much more on the Writer's Block. So come back next week. We'll see you then.